Thanks for logging on to ABC15.com. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. After a colder start this morning, today we'll warm back into the mid-70s, but we've got another cold front coming our way tonight, and that's going to drop those temperatures even further. You can expect more low temperatures tonight into the low to mid-40s, and then tomorrow's highs won't even get out of the 60s. Now, today again, we'll still reach those 70s this afternoon. That still puts us about 8 degrees below the average high for this time of year, as Phoenix looks to reach a high of 75 this afternoon. That 30-year average is 83, so well below normal, but gorgeous either way. A high of 75 in Mesa and in Queen Creek. Gilbert tops out at 75. Tempe hits a high of 75. Then notice how tonight's lows will get even colder across the valley. We're looking at overnight lows down into the low to mid 40s across the East Valley and the West Valley. A similar setup after highs in the low to mid 70s today. Those overnight temperatures will be down into the low to mid 40s tonight into tomorrow morning. Now today, a cool day across the state with highs in the low to mid 70s in western Arizona from Bullhead City to Lake Havasu, up to 78 in Yuma, 75 though in Phoenix, 64 in Sedona. Highs will reach the 50s in Flagstaff, just barely, 54 for a high in Heber, and Show Low reaches 55 degrees. And tonight it's getting even colder up north with temperatures down into the single digits of the Grand Canyon. Temperatures in the teens in Window Rock. Flagstaff will drop to just 12 degrees overnight tonight, with Phoenix cooling down into the mid 40s by early tomorrow morning. Now we've got a cold front swinging through tonight. That's what's going to usher in that colder air. Plus we're going to deal with some gusty winds out ahead of it. So that cold front will swing in overnight. Temperatures will get much colder by tomorrow morning, especially in northern Arizona. And then tomorrow's high temperatures will struggle to warm because of that cooler air moving in behind that front. Now you'll notice as this cold front swings in, we're not going to see any rain or snow with this one. It looks to be a dry disturbance. But again, that colder air will be ushering in overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Today, we'll reach a high of 75 degrees. Tomorrow, we won't even make it out of the 60s, with Phoenix topping out at just 69 degrees. Now, I mentioned those winds out ahead of that cold front. They're getting much stronger, not necessarily here in the valley, but up north today. Wind gusts near 50 to 55 miles an hour, especially in the White Mountains region and also along the Colorado River Valley, where we're going to feel the strongest winds. Today, a wind advisory for the White Mountains region and wind advisories all along the Colorado River today into tomorrow, too. Now, you'll notice because of the dry conditions and those stronger winds, we're also under fire weather warnings or red flag warnings along northeast Arizona and along the Mogollon Rim, White Mountains region. That alert will be in effect from noon to 6 today. Then for western Arizona, areas along the Colorado River, we're looking at those fire weather warnings in effect today into tomorrow, with the wind gusts again peaking near about 50 to 55 miles an hour. So this afternoon, the strongest winds will be across northern Arizona. Overnight tonight, those winds start to funnel down the river out of the north, gusting at times near 50 to 55 miles an hour through tomorrow morning and through the day tomorrow too. For the valley, look for just some breezes tomorrow morning, gusting near 20 to maybe 25 miles an hour. Breezy, not as windy as it's going to be in other parts of our state. Again, as those winds funnel in from the north, bringing in that cooler air. Now we're going to feel cooler conditions in the afternoons, but we're also going to feel those colder temperatures in the mornings too once this cold front pushes through. So tomorrow morning down to just 46 degrees in Phoenix. Then by Thursday morning, Halloween morning, down to 43 degrees for an overnight low. And then you'll notice that low still in the 40s Friday morning before we start to get those milder overnight lows down into the 50s each morning through the weekend. The coldest spots will actually be down to below freezing or near freezing. So we've got freeze warnings that are in effect tonight for spots like Globe and Miami. Those will be some of the colder areas experiencing those freeze alerts in central Arizona. Of course, to our north, it's going to be much colder with temperatures down into the teens. But again, for the first time, seeing some of those freeze alerts further south in central Arizona. No freeze alerts for the valley, but it's going to be a cold few days, a cold few mornings for sure. 75 for a high today. Tonight, we drop to 46. The tomorrow's high only reaches 69. Sunny and dry with some breezes across the valley, especially tomorrow and even into Thursday. By Halloween, we're back into the mid-70s for highs. That's our high temperature, 76 degrees. However, as you're planning your evening of trick-or-treating, know that temperatures after sunset, which happens at 5:37 on Thursday evening, will be cooling down into the low to mid-60s. So it is going to be a chilly night for trick-or-treaters, maybe some sweaters under those costumes. Temperatures will rebound into the upper 70s Friday and then back into the mid 80s this upcoming weekend.